So here's the concept around this, the idea, why I kind of brought it up. So one of my mentors, something that he talks about is how you don't have to necessarily be a good person to be a phenomenal medium. Because he talks about how, especially these kind of old school spiritualist mediums that he worked with, he was saying a lot of them were kind of jerks, right? And some of them even like full blown alcoholics, smoked a ton of cigarettes, yet would get on stage, and floor the audience with their ability to connect to the other side. And I certainly think that's a very interesting concept to think about. I think one way that we could look at that is just like artists or musicians, right? There's a lot of musicians out there who were phenomenally talented, right? But maybe weren't very friendly or really great in their personal life. That's certainly true for, I think, many people in history. So I don't really think it's that far-fetched of a concept to consider. This is what I'll say. Sure, I think some people that just have maybe raw talent in this work, yeah, I mean, maybe you can just do it and be phenomenal. Great. However, my one thought about it is that what type of mediumship? Because this is one thought I have. I do wonder, those people that maybe my mentor is talking about, how much maybe emotion or heart was in those connections. Maybe there was like really mind-blowing evidence, but I wonder how much there was emotion, or care put into the contact. And that is where I do think being spiritual or leading a life where you're working on being a good person, trying to do the next right thing, I do think does make you a better medium. Because I don't know about you, but I don't know if I'd want to go to a medium that is like, oh my God, mind-blowing, but doesn't make me feel very good, right? Like makes me feel like, ugh, and I don't know, right? Like it's kind of this balance here to me. I think at the end of the day, somebody that is trying to do the next right thing, I certainly still think it can serve you in life, right? And how you treat other people, how you interact with other people. And to me, it gives your mediumship more heart. It gives your mediumship more healing, more empathy, which in my opinion, that's just a mediumship that I prefer, instead of something maybe great evidence, but this feels very cold, right? And I will say too, in terms of leading a spiritual life, at least for me, I mean, that is what opened me to mediumship. That is what led me to be able to do it, because I had to face myself in this really big way. So I think obviously it's a very unique and individual thing, but I do think for some people, you kind of need that to be more uninhibited, I guess, in this work, or to not feel so held back by your own stuff. But again, I think it's a really interesting thing to just discuss or talk about. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon.